Hello and welcome to the Gunner Vibe. Arsenal nil, Everton nil. Today I'm joined with Abby to this discussion. Abby, my wife, so you can introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Abby, Arun's wife, with our dog on my lap. I am an Arsenal fan by marriage, so that's why I'm here. But I'm excited to be here today and discuss the unfortunate match that we had this morning, our time. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. So, Arun, were there any surprises from Arteta's starting lineup today?
Not really surprises. In yesterday's pre-match conference that Arteta had, he talked about how Gabriel was getting back to fitness, so it was good to see him start. Miles Lewis Kelly played well in midweek game in the Champions League, so he got a start as well. That was probably disappointing for Kivior because he has been playing really well in Gabriel's absence. Apart from that, no real surprises. We saw Timber start on the right and Lewis Kelly start on the left. So we did start, or the team lineup was many people would have thought.
Cool. So let's talk about the first half. How do you think Arsenal did there?
Well, we dominated position right from the go. Everton, it's generally been the case. Everton come to the Emirates, they sit deep, defend with the low block, and we really didn't have any answers to that. In fact, Everton was the one who created the first chance on the counter, and I think it was Ducore who almost had a shot, and Gabriel came across to block that for an Everton corner. Arsenal came into the game again dominated position. At one point, it was 82% position for Arsenal. Martinelli had a shot blocked by Trakowski. Yard had one where he shot over the um, goal from a pass from on the left from Merino. And then Odegaard had another chance, which I think he should have scored. He cut inside a couple of players and I hit past post, and Pickford was pretty much rooted that point. And there was another chance which Saka created. Odegaard, again, that was a good block from Tarkowski and a follow-up save by Pickford. There was one last chance before the half ended. Martinelli had a chance, but again, it was well saved by Pickford's leg. Pretty much domination as far as position is concerned. Not a lot of clear cut chances, and obviously Everton had to thank Pickford for multiple saves. That's basically what we saw in the first half.
Well, unfortunately, we were nil-nil at halftime. So after they were in the locker room trying to, get pumped up to come back for the second half, how do you think they did in the second half?
It was pretty much the same. He again dominated position. Saka had a chance pretty much at the beginning of the first half. So the second half, again, it was saved by Pickford near post. Patterns were pretty much same. The first half was slowish as far as our passing is concerned. That kind of continued in the second half. A lot of passes was in our defense. We couldn't really get it through our midfield. Odegaard really didn't have a lot of influence in this game. And it was, but however, he started influencing the game a little bit where he had another chance that he created for Saka with Pickford saved again. I guess both Odegaard and Rice were carrying injuries, so it was a little surprising, but they both were replaced by Arteta, and we saw Waneri and Jorginho come in. Then after that, we saw Partey and Jesus come into the frame, and at the end, the last roll of the dice was bringing in Trossard for Martinelli. But again, we didn't really create a lot of chances. Some crosses from the left from Trossard. For some reason, the chances from the right hand side right up. It's probably because of the miss of Odegaard was really felt after he got replaced. So Saka wasn't really influential. So we didn't really create a lot. There was one chance which Partey tried to get through a couple of defenders and was kind of tripped and in the penalty area, but was adjudged to not to be a foul. We had a VAR check which clearly showed that it was a good defensive action by Mikalenko. But definitely want to give props to Everton. Was they did really well. Didn't really create a lot of chances. Pretty much backs to the wall, defending for most of the game. Arsenal had to show their prowess, really create a lot. That again they had to thank Pickford for a lot of for all the chances that Arsenal did create. Pickford was on top of his game. Overall, I didn't really like the performance from the Gunners. Definitely felt like 2 points dropped, but it was even more frustrating because we saw Liverpool come back from 1 deficit with a red card, drawing their game against Fulham. So they dropped 2 points at Anfield. So it was a chance for Arsenal to close the gap against Liverpool, albeit with the game in hand. But that didn't happen. Now it's Chelsea plays Brentford tomorrow, so they have a chance to cut the points to Liverpool by 2. I think again the game more played because Liverpool's game against Everton was called off last weekend. Overall, disappointing result for Arsenal. I think this definitely feels like um, a step too far. We couldn't afford to lose any more points in the Premier League race, but that seemed to be the case. Just a little bit of insight on the stats. Arsenal had 1.58 to Everton's 0.17, which shows how little influence Everton had in the attack. Position stats was heavily in favor of Arsenal, 77%. And even shots, there were 0 shots by Everton, 8 shots by Arsenal, 5 on target. Corners were also more. Arsenal had 8 corners to the Everton's 2, and really didn't create a lot of chances. This Arsenal haven't scored in open play in their last 4 Premier League games, which is definitely disappointing. Something that Arteta have to look into going into this January transfer window. Obviously, Arsenal cannot afford to lose any more points. I've been saying that in the past few podcasts, and they have tougher games coming up, so this is going to be an even difficult road for Arsenal to win the Premier League if they have a chance.
Thank you. So you kind of touched on this a little bit, but do you have any other takeaways from this match? If you don't, give us your thoughts about Arsenal's next match.
Yeah, like I said, it was disappointing to see Arsenal lose ground. It was the second home fixture that Arsenal had after the Monaco game. Arsenal shouldn't have been lethargic. The way they played today felt like they were either not up for it or um, didn't maybe didn't have a lot of energy. Definitely didn't create a lot of chances, which was disappointing. My conclusion is to see and hope that we start creating chances from open play. As far as the next game is concerned, we play Crystal Palace in the Carling Cup, or Carabao Cup is what they call it now, in midweek, and it's a chance for Arsenal to get into the semi-finals with the victory. I think it's the quarterfinals. Yeah. So if they do win, they go into the knockout stages. It's a knockout competition. They'll go into the semifinals where so Arsenal do have a chance to get a trophy that way. It'll be a double header. So we have a Carabao Cup game against Crystal Palace, and then another Premier League game against Crystal Palace the week after next weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal play against the same opposition twice in the next week. But Arsenal definitely now have an opportunity to get a trophy, and Arteta probably needs a trophy now because it's been 5 years, and apart from the FA Cup, he has not lifted a trophy yet. Premier League is obviously something that we'll be gunning for, but I think any trophy that we win is going to be huge. Again, disappointing result, a disappointing start to the season. I know it's still early days. We're 16 games into the season. We still have about or more than half of the season to go. But Arsenal definitely have to turn things around if they even have a chance to win this season's Premier League. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up this podcast at that. And if you do like the conversation that we had today, please like. In general, if you like the discussions that we have had, or if you follow Arsenal, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And thank you, Abby, for getting this podcast out. I appreciate your time as well. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. We live together, so it's easy. Come on, you Gunners. Bye.